Luz y Progreso. This is Sansista. Sansista, Brujo Luis. So today I'm going to share a little folklore that I heard when I was very little in Puerto Rico. And I want to share this folklore with you. I have said this story before, many years ago. And if you guys like folklore, if you like mythology, if you want to hear me do videos on folklore and mythology of my island of Borinquen, leave a comment down below and say yes, more folklore, yes, more stories. Anyways, also please hit that like button and please share this video with your friends. The story is called San Miguel y la Bruja, Saint Michael and the Witch. So long time ago, in the interior of the island of Borinquen, what is presently known as Puerto Rico, in the rural areas, there lived a bruja. Now this brujita was very old. She was around in her 90s at the time of this story, and she lived in the rural areas of the mountainous center of Borinquen in a bohío, a wooden hut. Now this bruja was well known because she practiced both la mano izquierda y la mano derecha. She practiced both the good and the bad. So during the week, Monday through Saturday, la bruja would have clients that would come to her bohío, and she would do all types of magia, right? All types of the occult. She did santiguos, fetishes, sortilegios, divination. She worked to heal as much as she worked to curse. Now, although this bruja worked from Monday to Saturday, working her magia negra and her magia blanca, and she lived in the rural mountainous areas of Borinquen, every domingo, every Sunday, she would leave her bohío. She would not work magia on the Sundays, and she would make the long trek down this mountain where she lived, and she would go to the pueblo. And in the pueblo, in the plaza, in the center of the pueblo, the town, there was an iglesia. An iglesia is a Catholic church. And she would sit in front of the Catholic church in the plaza, and she would wait for the congregation to leave the church. And as soon as she was sure that the whole congregation had left la iglesia, the church, she would go into la iglesia all by herself, and she would salute all the santos. But she would stand in front of the statue of San Miguel, Saint Michael, and she would bow her head, and out of her bag, she would take out a red candle and a black candle. And she would light the red candle, and she would light the black candle, and she would pray. And then she quietly left the church. Now she would do this every domingo, every Sunday. And although she thought she was by herself, praying in front of the statue of San Miguel and lighting that red candle and that black candle, she didn't realize that she was being spied. She was being watched by el padre de la iglesia, el cura, the father of the church. And as soon as la bruja left the church, the padre would come from behind the altar, and he would go in front of the statue of San Miguel, where there he would always witness the black candle on the left, right, and the red candle on the right. And he was curious. He wanted to ask this lady, why does she light a red and black candle to San Miguel? And he would watch her every weekend, but he never had the nerve to ask her why she did this practice. So finally, one domingo, one Sunday, after the congregation left the church and la bruja came in for her every Sunday prayer to San Miguel, el padre, el cura, the father, approached her, and he said to her, Señora, Doña, con todo respeto, Madam, with all respect, I see you coming to church every weekend, and I see you light that black candle and that right candle to Saint Michael. Why do you do this? So the bruja looked up at him and said, Ay, Padrecito, oh Father, I am una viejita, I'm an older lady, I'm in my 90s. And in my life, I have done many good things, and in my life, I have done many bad things. And as I'm getting older, I feel the spirit, el espíritu de la muerte, the spirit of death, Maquetauri Guayaba, ready to pull my wings so that I may enter into the world of spirit. And when I reach the world of spirit, I want to make sure that I have friends on both sides. And for the first time, el padre, el cura, the father was speechless. And he looked at this fragile old lady and he said, Señora, esta es la casa de Dios. This is the house of God. And I want you to come next Sunday during the time of La Misa. And I want you to sit with the congregation because all are welcome, Christian and pagan, into the house of the Lord. And La Bruja said, I will return. I will return. But she never came back. Every Sunday, el padre, el cura would wait her return, and she never came back. Y colorín colorado, este cuento se ha acabado. The tale ends there. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy folklore or stories, please leave a comment down below. More stories, more folklore. Please hit that little thumb and please share this video along. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sancista Brujo Luis. Ciao. Bye.